market storms being here.
I mean, from Kokompe to Okaishi, Makola,
and I'm Abose.
Yes, of a place. And
will be duties on spare parts in 2 years. No?
In 2 years, yes. But the first 2 years, Obama 6-month flat rate guarantee. Guarantee. Send a business is betting me a planning.
Okay.
And yes, I will be imported at a certain baby do no.
Flat rate on containers and I say on them because I remember say Baumia says on be a flat rate on containers. It is a 20-footer container flat rate, 40 flat rate.
Policy implementation.
Okay.
It needs to be gradual and progressive.
Okay.
And yes, you create a shock.
Okay.
The first 2 years for spare parts import. 6 months guaranteed. So Lemfan is a 10%.
Yes.
For the next 6 months, it won't change.
It will be 10%. 10%. But 10% on what? Is it on the container, on the individual spare parts? Maybe I may pay brake pad. So now I'm say yeah. So me brake pad one container.
I think it's for.
Well, the duty is down on the container.
On the container, yes. So if 20-footer, 40-footer, whatever container you bring,
sure.
Whatever applies, will be stable for 6 months.
For 6 months.
6 months. So that will be in 2 years, a best is 4 times.
4 times.
But after that,
no a year for
because we share the great transformational plan Okitana, and that's the most important thing. The Kenyan is born out of planner Okita.
Okay.
I had a plan to transform Ghana. I had the plan or yes, Anna over time. They said the anatomy of world trade, no, import substitution policy. I don't know, over time, it was going to ease out to stop some imports.
Okay.
After 2 years, no a year for. But within that time, no, there is a component manufacturing. I shall say as Minister for Trade, it would receive a lot more attention, expand its focus, that and a bit Myanmar, a bit more competitive over time now. Where you feel, but in Siwa, Nano Joada, Okupie Tema, the harbour city, the industrial city of Tema. I mean, that's where I grew up, so it brings a lot of nostalgic feelings. And like I say over time, we need to be able to operate a free port. The idea is say taxation.
Free port would be like pertains in Togo.
The idea is say,
but is it the case, or water down the effect of Baumia? Because Baumia said all of this.
No.
Baumia said the Togo, what pertains in Togo would pertain in Ghana. Ghana port.
I think in all of this, say there is any presidential effect. It's rather from us. I mean, we present, including private sector funding for infrastructure.
It's all in the GTP.
Yes, and we had Al-Hajj Baumia speak
say the same.
I mean, if you find a great idea in the GTP and you pick it, it's fine. Fine. But the all kind of taxation, I see it using progressively. I say what mean taxation, it lead to jobs. Into the current state, I use a lot of indirect taxation. I say it's unprogressive. Into direct taxation, how do you stimulate it? Open up. Microphone to me ma infidijuma. Embra Ghana. Neba na se mebrunya juma no ye juma no na bosumi etua ne ka. Direct tax. Who expanded the economic base through industrialization. Ubetimi yi side duties ni we ni nyina den. Every so. We free so it will not affect our budget. I mean to know say before election 2025 budget when you betimi receive revenue any baby your best spending ya fa ni nyina no. E be ye de akire Ghana for ansa no mo akoto aba no from Alan Martin, leader and founder of the Movement for Change.
That's the Deputy Director Communications for Movement for Change, and I'm in Kano. Professor Kingsley Nyako, congratulations and so on your primaries victory. Bibi Aboko.
Oh, madam, I'm in charge. I'm in charge of the so I said. More about so say me win election.
Yes.
Now so I say it was a resounding one. That was tough. Tough contest,
but I think you did extremely well.
It was 296 against 651 there.
Hey, and then a gap.
Margin of about 355.
Oh, then you did very well.
I mean, it was impressive.
Yeah, because I said before the election, me back Kumasi and didn't go for didn't come one of the constituencies move there quadra so me who gap and I was like how was that even possible?
Yeah, I said Ninya Yankopan Done Jumaden and delegate so no the biato nchen almost no don't pay almost show so buying said those see a career home
yes
Juma Wayama party no Wayama ba no come Shebedwem Juma Waye call parliament quite as for young woman say I mean don't say ye be our first MMP missing at hey I work at your first MMP I mean you're boy home
yeah
so and you're going to a bar a buying and you might you're born the different buying so I mean and about you so quite as also I'm almost there almost every week can be I do my best to be there because so I call grassroots no more didn't come on so do promise now ebe kasa anya kasa no so nipa no share there nipa no any other so in fact first time I remember had this year and after the promise no mass one shit so me spending more time ever ho and my infa akonya they a very big platform na me na kwada so for us say asante mine Ghana for nyina say kwada so for madom and so I had opportunity say me san come ma chebedwom na adwuma na ye fiase no yanko so nyanko ye den yanko ye ntino me nya obisa me a ba also me watch
easy congratulations the second congratulations deputy education minister designate Charlie double portion and so no obi meda na go for do say aja say I'm an opportunity no now I'm hoping say sir akonya we no betime so de aboa secretary minister Dr. Educhum yes na biaka aban no because then dey no over abamu a also making impact dia also ya edenkoso edie e back sector ho na e come money nyina the new minister ntine kwa the other chance say no na be ye I get to support him no subsidy so no subsidy so wema abano so the abanya so that is what nakopaya say vet no nakobo boy I say yes salute to we need my be the aboa minister no any omo mamako to mo nyina don't forget say nakopaya dum now I'm executive secretary to National Accreditation Board now GTech so I was there for about 2.5 years at the tertiary level so my child was University of Ghana for 8 years. 8 years.
My child was secondary school there. Just my secondary school. So all levels of education in this country, you know.
Wow.
Junior high school, senior high school, tertiary, higher education agency, parliament, for example, education committee, so finance committee, special budget. And poverty reduction strategy committee. And deputy ranking. So say I say was some experience baby to aboa about the Makona.
That's nice. So that's say my mem called me I'm a Western region Wasa East constituency Honorable Isaac James Honorable Akwaba net saying
Honorable call Obi
Bibi Akoyi
Yamadum
Wasa East Boko
Wasa is there da na papa kwa boko na mami fa kwanja nchi omo wabombu dindie wasaizufu amutie me mu somfo demesa na babai mahimfo ni party pemfo na nokwani obi wasenjvani afio so na funga no bibia ewura na unia na nsan unse me ranking for roads and transport to see as in say oba parliament as this don me minority ya kan kwan yi ho asamo roads and transport committee no na me
ranking wow
now region also me original chairman to say
for the
parliamentary caucus and you know sorry
both sides like parliamentary caucus MPP
and NDC you know inti enyema koyi na they had dwena and they are being beka wasem na mreso abeka inti mamicha me painful me party painful me chiomina titru president Mahama our your flag bearer leader no mamicha no ne Mantelodina no kafuina na fisu party mi kire general chairman sitting at ya and before in an come region so party before me and council of others say most of my baha na mabaso baba to me offer say me amaja de obi our younger say dia pan in no high
yes oh we that's so e that's pass wetimi baba kan yan ho e wa ha our constituency say MPP for you your candidate right
Your candidate. So William maybe boss maybe boss 2012, 2016, 2020.
3 times.
No so DC count.
Yeah.
Do ko William ko bi. William bi pa.
But also why you
oh me dey na man. And this is for that Roma. And was also put on post.
Oh, this
you know, that 2012 na me be mo ye if you know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to post.
Oh, 2020 is now on post.
Oh yes.
2016 on post.
2020 on post.
And this will be your 4th term. So who really we are?
Yes.
It'll be your 4th term in Parliament. Wow.
Hey,
16 years about so soon.
Abba, can you imagine? So soon.
Wow.
You know.
That's
I know. Don't you know? Yes. No, said I no boss. What do you mean? Hey. Papa.
Oh wow.
And I said media any so me. No one will get media. Media space.
Another me interview so many times.
Yeah, you did.
Over.
No, what dear, tomorrow you do. We are very objective. I said we are going movie. And you know, what objectivity na could be now so who at. No, it's such a kind objective. Was also saying now, you know, what I said that I am then I will be bad. Yeah, say objectivity party. No, yeah. Because
oh well that's it. And maybe I'll start with you. I mean, ranking member on roads because and the so president's speech now or spending time on roads and mainly na Sino-Hydro road project, you know. And he says if a government would want to change the funding model now omodi about GOG said the as our projects no be in Western region about Kwame Nkrumah PTC interchange say it will be completed and some other roads across the country. Mojen is saying as the minority ranking on that committee, you know, OJ saying.
Yeah, Michelle, it was a State of the Nation address, you know. Yes, Franco, and your budget, you dinner there, sure. President, you know, sure. Obumbu Nkonta, or the Ghana for, some member for, say, I feel no, I couldn't be an air chance in you know, seniority, or minor Moshamsano. And Chibian Mumbaji Canada from Champoniade. Intino, very significant. Into your canas when you're can ye, na crew wumpunus and an akufadu. Within a bene the last State of Nation address.
Last but one.
Okay.
He would come again before handing over.
Titri pan,
yeah.
When the main pa.
Of course.
I'll bet you to me near day. Now, what can one was some? Nasa say, I dare meant to me auntie. Committee woman can be a boy, pa me, million say. The same was say, and your mother be higher dream. Me feel Western region and freezing. Can I get a vessel with my come something galam say? Say at the same, yes, you know, I saw what ordinary grab at
the presidency.
Exactly. I could say, send what could do. But you shouldn't say, or some come some crack. Dear come, I had been be one car, ham crack, and youth employment. The same was a Brantian Mayana Dawson. This employment about issue pa na the leader I can was some na one give you some come some kakra ni say mrantia na say nyima a cheti say ahochi and that's all and do now nanka so buy no and that pachi pa na why am mrantia adwuma ya no ne ade on man ton fi o da one ka wonya me pa and man kwalasam so gender who say your ministry why ya dey me na yin say o kan me pie no kan dia man ti say o kan gender ho e bi am say wo affirmative action bill do ha e say nge hwe na brusi so kan wasam so me buy me toy na me di hu djuma mai sadi we me buy me wie asem be wie mpa na me be wie mtem no e be say bibia be ho adjuma ono no man ti ho hardwin na corruption so others make corruption ya dey major issue and no can na kufado ni main being just say I think for so pa obem no say oba be wi corruption na obian na kufado dey or lawyer corruption as for come 7 years against the backdrop saying for ka say oba ye no corruption attention corruption just ane we an can say corruption you katashise ne proye na for na ban mi a proper aben bia ma ya corruption is in the go babakoi Like if it's on young come because now back to roads. Na some the pia na go for no. It's unfortunate. Say na buy 2 times na obekọ no sanse minute to. Then that's all hwe na me see bin see that. Time so starting. It starting.
I says Mona mo hold everybody in hands.
I not that be.
Most because one assent to bills, private members' bills.
Exactly. You know, people say if you enjoy a enjoy. If you enjoy, now you hear resolve in a happy. Now, the person say, and then no, you're very critical for him. Roads in there, and I know about 2022 or so, 23, or 6 kind of money.
Yeah.
I didn't talk as or 10 some. It's not for take or radio so TV.
Sure.
None of Crawford. Because the BS acquire you, what 10,000, 8,000 to many. That is saying, to say, Mummy money. Namo says, it message my yet Juma Chang, I bend your baby. Now, made him who said Nakufadu, or feel no doubt 2 details, no. And it na young be any. Now, mean, just still on Obanoka, because no quarantine, why are quanibi? And sir. Obi, ya can't okay the baby acquire and can't humanina any state of nation address. Or when the work will be an edge be a honeycomb. Such as bar state of nation, and no, so can you not budget statement the whole in nine budget state of Honor Bagiska.
Sure.
Would you see we are now by Ubejibu? No, what should more did ye acquire me discuss say, send Canada into the source now. Since 1992 President Nabriso, a Juma Biaya or Quamina, records no. I mean, Tia Bibia, Nakufodu, almost say the man, Tobacaya, Mancrophone ye buy. Now you probably at that time a deputy ranking, because I was also deputy minister for roads. Now, Mr. Question minimum. Young person no good on your quine, but so pass over to say, why can't I remember baby as in 1992? You could be a new you don't score. You don't score, Ninku say, I'm Papa no, why are quite say, why quite 6,977 kilometers? Na question Pinsia, a hand crown name your son. And when I go for not quite why ya, Wagusuko Tawa and I said for Daho, a crotchia, will be entering through. That was why 10,847. Nearby, you know, son, quite a chasso. Once a gravel roads near Dina, which you trust on the when you're quite. Because in short, I said no trust be into just as I quite, just as I quite near there. And Chebia last year. Na minister for rules always say o say ampa o ma ya kwano 6,000 mo twem fuma and they say ya wi watin se fimu na mom dia aka na o ye you know by the time 2024 wi no na 10,000 kilometers no ma ya den o ma ya wi nje dan na go for back so ya kwan a che obi na ya kwan 10,000 no 800 na se for ina na se aso but me so kind the same thing na me ntia se bi me so on records no also no 11,675 kilometers what you home my minister for roads and highways Obaka Charles, a quite an for why I didn't say from 6,000 of 20 Fuma. No more, they are about 10,000. And it was various stages of completion. The end Thomas at 2024 could have been near 10,000 kilometers. None free. The issue, America say, the Caribbean in any at all. Record see now. Nemo say a call back to President Mama compared to President Mama. Just 4 years not by. On a good say 8,118 kilometers. The records are there.
Yeah, on also 10 and free.
Free. Oh yeah, mean extension of road. Once as roads will be by 1 kilometers. Is your kind of was see I certify a world records ho pass at Dawa Brofu baby a World Bank will be in 78,402 kilometers validated. And you know a friend saying President Mama Nabraso Nadaho. Sa kwani akwa na ku for so are chose why be. What do I say? Move validate here. They have been say they have not been able to validate to you. A quite also an idea, engineers no was invalidate. So no quite be any no quite be any much now. Never quite kind of idea, so because see, some of the reports man of Babeca. You call back, it was a quite saying. Obi, so here 2017 Nana Kufado, Oberman state mission address, 2017 wrote today, I'm say, one country. Budget no, and a minister back and say, I fear I could suspend a coin na you case by case, and NDC, where Jacka or power, 17 billion or so can answer. 2018, no, Nana Kufado Bem. No care, Comasam. I know, and I was a Eastern Corridor roads, obeying every Central Western Corridor, Central Western Inner City roads, obeying every. Minuka say Miss say Abemana. Eastern Corridor roads at the tap up to now. It is all back 2019 so all was started here boy say you Sino Hydro. What's a figure this Sino Hydro number me can see Makocha Naba and some be bata as for near there. Na 2 centi. 2021 say COVID in Tiankawasam. The rock was no. Also by a quanway, and it's a main way, it was a bit of a call. No infrastructure in total. Name me as a knock for Robert nature assessor. Into a quantity. Okay, that's what I didn't. No, can some Sano Adri. Also, we also by 2022, 2020, and 2021. Also, maybe say in Nadina, Minoka say. Sano Hydro projects will soon be brilliant as if on Nadine. Miss Wami Tamale, bridge no one. Uncle Webby. And can you not same?
So, what Jatum say is insane, but you are more changing fund.
But so we are. You see the difference between we are Remus Nadibako. Or because I feed maybe Eastern Corridor was also maybe maybe besides the saying. So share the promises, then your demand as for the man, Uncle see Sana dinner. Then be some what can so best Aquanadina, Chabon to me and Yadana was why more than anybody else. Obi me per se at a proper time. So who says me to my move fra and your stakeholder engagement on roads. Never details not that I am. I don't know for the work on the way. One can so catches in me any. Ye be any natural iron acquire still ano or was I in him? It's a problem. Was an Okatakra bridge in a one.
Yes, interchanging.
Sano Hydro, I suspended. Then a Sano Hydro. It's not good for the bank, Sankasan, no question penny. On your quite bridge in particular. I interchange why you in Sefin would die and Alexander dear, or Shasia, or Winnie year, or Copenhagen, or we that apart from Tamarindia, Bridge away. And I know, sir, Poquasi day, on a tree, funding, scaring BB about tree. Naxana dear pa, why a pa, Taquari to do ya, back account. And Tino, no, not for month or 4 and Tamamoto way. No, 2018. Also, no, on my start also, on my start work. We start to work on Tamotowe. I'll give you the reference to all those pages. 2018 State of Nation address. Tamotowe, Sasanadama contract.
Is a contractor now?
Yeah, supportive because time I free one. And I have feasibility studies. World Bank America. Me have feasibility studies Tamotowe no. And I face society president mama can some jacka. Sounds a tama, about yes. It don't do that many. It's not your one and carry the contract. And now if you're bam. Omni nam ho ananse wote yam so da ko ma nkofo bi osade na won wan afei no na choma chemiensa so first one no ebe pete te kwashin ho ne ade yen on first that because a branch na oye no o gana ni maripoma and that is what we all supported doing that's what the Tamoto we stretch no and sana ye da kwapenkwa ne da komoto we nti say yamoto we Tamoto we ni ewia ono no say 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 gift for na atep atefo no ma omonye nkrofo omhwe omonye de yankasa ekonya na yewu Tamoto we no yamfa ma babia wo yankasa Ghana sika ne de ye enti no okase Tamoto we be kwa kuzi se wacha ase a ododo nchenchen na nyoma bebre enti me kase studio wa hanne se na akofado ukoi no kware o e bia so ubewia because minister no say nyame ya adom by the end of 2024 ne de na 10,000 kilometers no
omowi
na sample no 10,000 pono on cha hina President Rollins obewie no okuta 18,900 in
from what time to what
2 times
2 times of the years 18,000
yes close 19,000 approximately 19,000
it would the PND can ho
no on the micro the records from 1992 since the Fourth Republic
yes
and son of President Kufuor by President Kufuor near 13,400 something I need 2 times
okay.
And then the president Messi by the time Kutino 7,130 kilometers. Na president Mama so Nisonediano, on also 8,118. Into the two Nina Bumwa, 15,000, 508 kilometers. That is, NDC Mahama and Mills. Now, about the same, President Mama Nakuti put just a term, no, why you do much on a Nakufado? Would you also why 6,977? Yadina Bumwa. And no, 15,508 kilometers. And now, President Kufuor 13,000, almost 14,000. I want to knock off the record according to President Kufuor. Until President Rollins, Edichum, President Mills Mahama, Edichum, and son of Nakufuor.
Mills here saying
7,000.
Mills.
Also, Mills here 7,000.
7,130 kilometers.
And Mama, I saying.
Mama, so
8,000.
Mama, 8,118 kilometers. Now, give the details. The various budget state may be a book.
And the Mills 2.5. almost 4 years now, 7,000.
7,000, yes, 114. And friends, when you a check kwanya, the percentage a kwano, and you kwanya one other say being walk around with we are no CC so. What the covet na then drains there, the one ramo, would the quarter goose wire kwine. A quibble so harder that I say. Into would rehabilitate, would the quarter go. Yet, mamma, that's what I say. Okay. Now, what by a quine? Argentina, Yafama. I know the amount. Now, quite so harder that. To near the asphalt valley with the guso, where she's in Kama, for amount. It's into new them. And no can say you'll be for maintenance, your periodic maintenance, and a routine maintenance. Now, lack of what dear uncle routine over the count. Routine and the portal patching, pot pole patch, quire, only a guayo. And a grady no greedy choir engineers will tell you no more the count. And a minister will be near him, say, no question, Empire static choir, it be a various stages of completion. No 6,000 dear, make cases you just a wee. Then Thomas are feeling quite 2024. Now you have 10,000 kilometers. But the point is that even that 10,000 kilometers is 2 times. And so Kufoni, the Pedagofoni do ye.
And so Rollins
do ye. Now so Mahama males. Such as it. Now and so President Mama now got 24 years, no, because they say no. Sayom says 6,977. Into we are never prove.
And they got 10,000. And
so, you're going to prove it because it's so easy. You must bring the records to show.
Sure.
Such as say, now dear Hannah Nakufado, our mom Buano, you'll be a friendly condition mix, road condition mix. Road condition mix, no. A Fibia, minister, no. You're quiet to say, Potos to say, no, that's for to say. Now, what didn't say? And no, and no one say a quiet, a good, a fair, answer a poor.
Okay.
You have to know all these things.
Okay.
Oba since 2017. Omo yebi manada. Nti Nana Akufo-Addo want to see the book and can say me buy no a kwan na preja mama de mama road condition mix. Good near 44%, fair no yet 33%, and a poor no 28% no.
Say na men so me dey.
And I challenge, I've always been challenging them. Say Mufasa road condition mix survey no Mufamra. They've not been able to do that. Nti no a kwan no so say afibia na say one maintain na say. Na Nana Akufo-Addo so na breso na yakwa tete apansampa in terms of maintenance. In terms of maintenance, time of President Mufra Abemino, and the proportion of roads maintained 57%. Proportion of roads maintained 57%. Look at 2022, proportion of roads maintained 42%. So it tells you say what kind 100%, no. Who maintain 42%? It tells you that the roads are not good. So that's what I can say. Now, dear Quani now, so my contract. Virtually every road in Ghana here is on contract. It's over 1,500 kilometers of roads. I'm on my contract. Now, so what my contract? What happens? Contract and because what you do to so. Or the name in the bar in China can wajai. Contractors can do over 50 billion Ghana cedis. I'm getting road fund. You know. Now, said your record is 5.5 billion, but it's more than that. It's Jack Quine who's some party. Nana Akufo-Addo, my mom can't need cry. It's so bad. But me can say, Obi, me can say, okay. Me can in Nasa Akufo-Addo, on so I quine be. But on your quining, Chelsea, the records are there. Now, yes, I know. No one's also infrastructure. Now you also come from railways.
Yes.
Mam's mirror. I'm saying, my car was a semi baby. I come from railways. Nana Akufo-Addo best railways, Ragana.
Na say takwa de ya mo de besi kojo kro mi ono so ato aso de takwa bia
o ka che say o say obaye friends in 2019 almost what the $1 billion $1 billion $1 billion no in order by railways now the 500 million about the middle belt
yes
no the 500 million for Kumasi to Paga Canada away Uncle baby, he said, Mpakadan no say, since 2019, now 80%. It's also 90% or so. Now, by the middle of the year or so, no, a Baba Commission. In Pakadan, bridges of fine, a chucha, person, or much more to church in
Pakadan.
Mr. Mukoshe, I'm a ranking for roads and transport committee. Or much to try to count. I first say, pipes be bridges
for Frono.
For your chucha. But the makers are not Akufo-Addo. Now, Bresson and Ruins at the pants, when he's saying, when him say, since I brought from the time, Kwame time, President Rollins time, I maintenance for I rails.
Yes.
Papa by almost 2 raising of their scraps. Me say, I'm telling Kwatakwa, Bogosu Kotakwa Munivalania. There is no one rail there. Sir, I fancy railway development authority. No majatum. No maton. Saying a master na kwan wonya na otutu. Wonya kwan no, wonya race na.
But you know it for a fact say omotutu aton.
Yaton yes. In a Mrs. Sudia.
Sanctioned by the Railways Development Authority.
Exactly. Sanctioned by them. From the sound. Omotutu nina. Otiwana and you be Tiwana. Into people from some of the baby I'm going to say me one Univania. I tell you how no to ye net design. Muso James or Sapani. No, sir, I know you. Nakanya Prano. Side race, Ufis had that number for a bar. Then I saw ye. I scrap and a lucinadi. Move from mine, Funpo. Say a friend, and Munjos Monton, or Matonina. Now for no cutting. President runs by near CC. Na yenye mpona akofom na what say a kunfi professor kunfi amia kunfi also maybe pa nya so apreso yanton events railways scrap bia to say engine na there o matonton nya scraps na rail susu no ho no atonton nyina na railway for o masase na o dan ade fa atonton ankrofo ankrochi na you tell me say what be railways ade sap hunivale yi ni ade wan. You know something? The moment I'll be two raising a free one, and I quite know at the hole. Now, also, I say, what's the mine's all?
Yes.
I'm to committee mining.
Very well.
Committee miners for far more concession. The trade was one a trim. So, what to acquire what to do? You know what hand time because of the fact is they don't even have title to the space. Only title to the space. In time for no sort of scrap so you know. A dance is wo, a dance defense is where to do in the people of Matonton. I know what to baby. Now, Sasson, some Minerals Commission. Now, what do license by say? Galam say, we are committee mania. Also, that inviting person in a so, Nanako for the time. Railways are say at the Japan, some also the Copaga and call you to Paga design or the name of this under 2018 to 2019. So, Mamma call Bobby and Gas on Yabi or baby. But okay, so I had to be that is not true.
Me that say. Mamintie Professor Kingsley Nyako. Prof.
Senior.
State of the Nation on Penya Kasa. Your thoughts, what you heard.
Yeah, so I Mami Sanchez at TFOB.
Amojo also.
Obi State of the Nation address no. Yeah, on my money na be a sector by sector.
Sure. So
it's not only about roads, but I think I will be on direct question.
Yes.
On roads.
Yes.
And you know, no focus so more on roads. But a baby thing, say, met me Ajatum, say, John Fifi, it was Antamils, the late, and John Mahama together. Almost a quite
15,000 plus kilometers. 15,508.
A baby because. Mess me, I mean, Miss Senior. Say, on my details, no. Because, oh, yeah, me, no, I respect him a lot. Now, you're deputy ranking no, to Abuja, no.
Yes.
About road issue, me who no debate, oh, yes, spirited one. So, I bet they say, me doubt, no, or can't say, but me, as an academic, no, as a researcher, no, I deal in evidence.
Yeah.
And, you know, all kind of, I will believe Medji dear on my penny bekaye because on my penny do bekaye no based on reporter if he the sector minister and also by rely on his directors.
Sure.
So me that is data I will believe. But what dear no me evidence there then I'll go with you. No problems about that. So you know my specifics are then we then we'll talk but Obi me say Okanaha roads are Nana Kufado. I mean, even Accra Hanum, you see them, you see most of them. Me meta fat taxi pa me airport and me fat taxi noko. And taxi drivers tell me, say Nana Kufado, Aya Quine and Kaya. New ones are omoye race surface senior that day. Other ratings because it's 20. Quite so a woman say you will deficits be wo but you who roads are asphalt there was some areas you who and we are fighting say there can be and I could follow Akufo-Addo has built a lot of roads. And now me say you per comparative analysis. Obi most bet me aboyan.
Sure.
Mo bet me akọ the ministry. Now mo empirical evidence so that this debate can be put to rest. Because Akufo-Addo, I mean, look at me to Kwabena, me ba, me share Juma Ekoso, me Kokumasia. I see what is being done there from in some Eko Apijan Quantanian. Or we see them. It took a quarter we see them. Interchanges. Whether say Monamo start here no better as well in the constitution. That directive principles of state, it is there. It's state resources. So, Pokria say, net 3 4, beautiful, it is done. Obi, Tamale, it is done. Yeah, as I'm waiting, fight is so I can say, Swami, it is being done now. Ebi, yeah. So investment roads at Minua are massive. I could for that. It was a bonabaso. And I can say without any sort of equivocation, saying that Akufo-Addo record on roads Minua and on para. From what I see on the ground, and I admit say there are a lot more to be done. Make us a solar road yeah by Kanazoi.
Yes.
Until I say this government went to do it. Meanwhile, I ranking and onim as my mechanic. Meanwhile, most of the roads are in this year. Say meanwhile mechanic cry. Now surface bitumen. Most of them. And 2 years now, as I said, we are say, oh, but yeah, you meanwhile and young fit. Now, as I say, one of the states
surface bitumen.
Yes.
And only the quota.
Yes.
And yeah, asphalt quota.
Yeah.
Okay, asphalt and okay.
No.
The Sapetin the enemy.
Sapetin American.
The bitumen road, the bitumen. Except to be a first layer, second layer. Be into
no, me say
bitumen is different from asphalt.
Yes, a difference.
But I talk about asphalt. You are talking.
No,
about
me say the momo here no. We are me say. Omo ye Sapetin. And check ne say Akufo-Addo aban aye asphalt amaye wo ho.
Which is good.
Okay, I say one state of the nation's address. My president Hama Eka say, why ye chairman Sabunsu Kwai Abusian crew Swami I mean say and 6 months. And as I say, now it is asphalted. Most roads that Akufo-Addo are asphalted roads. I mean, you know, boy, dang, ten separate this for you. I'm telling you, many expectation roads, but I'm the can't be the money then. And Ashanti region and other areas and other areas are coming to that. And I say other areas. Some too kind. Obi and cry and me can say Akufo-Addo more roads in this in this region. So, and you know, media, most so more wine. Now you the Ekosiisen.
Okay.
Akufo-Addo has done well. Now, state of the nation address. I mean, in the midst of difficulties, I go to and Obia or your objective manner person, Biano, and me, we share away. And which I come are any self-inflicted. Yeah, man, Sama at times no, but no quite or say the other two. I only hear Munyano. Akufo-Addo are buying air roads. And me want me convince me say the gravity of Ahocha Yakomu are externally induced no almost time no experience CB. Yan kanu kwe. Abana sem yan times yan kanu kwe. Yako difficulties but in the midst of this, we say air roads and Akufo-Addo can so no hydro facility no. IMF deal. Now say you restructure your debt. Domestic and external. Domestic Numinia, Akufo-Addo, Naka external, and the batters trade some hydro with the Chinese government. And Akufo-Addo say the agreement is that it will be on the books of Governor Ghana, and based on that, you know, Takrade interchange, and some roads in Takrade, Konfanochi maternity blog no say better, Kumasi International Airport, you be completed by May. And other roads also there, yeah. So until when you become Waminia, you won't say you bet 2 points say the road sector. So until the Mamifa road settlement to change. Now Minya can unemployment. The next part of say, on to me can't be bia or can't Ninsman no na. I dare call day at the betting. And you know, we also know say this time no, you only target certain specifics, sir. And some of the things like unemployment, one can one sema. But me they say all can say 1D1F identity 170,000 jobs. One any employment.
Yeah, 170,000.
Any employment. Any employment. Also me channel. And offer budget statement now. Confirmed we did no December last year now. Job creation was part of it. So the Nekofado and Kahwan, it doesn't mean say job creation any agenda of the government. Now your banners also uncreated jobs are now you're buying. This is a day. But on to me but and more kind of or say Kahwan Semano Bino. And the peaceful nature of the country. The security. Yenya wa maimu. In the midst of terrorism and ecoso around us, your neighbors Nyakupadum ebintu now catch say and say ya omude go akwamu by the security services the military the armed forces how you see ya retool the police service and all that meanwhile miss ona so wo sika sen na se wasumu enwa o sika ne kwa enti bambo ya de a okaye o say you secure your country no so and this country is controlled by the people of Ghana. So for me no a idea or say then younger side you sabo you say or man Ghana ya idea na yemo empire say nenye dwumaden say security na ye wono ebe so at ho na go fa eka kire. For me no a fantastic. Osaka by energy situation some years ago near Dasum Dumso. Dumso no is a thing of the past. You now occasional challenges. So, maintaining some power plants and all that, but relatively no, meaning this period, relative power supply no, FM something now, encouraging or say then or Kamagana for the ete or Kasafa abuy better no, or say you see for no should ensure say you be a credible election. Now, Norman Penny will make sure say you be transparent, free and fair elections. When they are there because election year, a critical year. Yeah, but see you break 8 no. More percent more block 8 no. So there'll be tension. This is going to be the most critical election in the annals of politics in this country. A critical election. So no, I'm saying say critical moment you be some between me now. You say you mamuntu you break record mo block record no. And obi and that go for say make sure say there be transparency in the election. Also catch okay. The industry sector apart from one D1F 321 and yetimi 211 of them greenfield, they are new. And 110 existing ones are Yarubampi. You've done well. Open and economy. This is how you go. And just say a event, a process. A time will come, you cost so with this agenda and mindset now. It bet me that some of the factories are. Or bet me I expanded about kesiye. So now amo abe export so near the needed revenue. No, that's how we begin developing. Okay. So and I go for the Kawasem or kind of automobile industry. At least there were 12 vehicle assembly plants more this country. About Nissan, about Peugeot, about Honda, Mibana,
VW.
Yeah, VW. Nino kind. When no, minya equity employment. They create just for the people. And also boyen Emma Yesika no. Now what the son because any hand must be no. They say you import it will affect our currency, the strength of the city. And the Ekofado account when you know refreshing for the first time. You know 12 vehicle assembly point in this country. It on can want them an achievement. Or say minya penny is respected senior or to make can want them.
Car assembly.
What didn't know the baby?
Car assembly. Me say or say can be.
No, you are talking about football. So car football was
okay. One say oh besides the smoker. Or say Ekofado and car on unemployment too. Or no the only can be a one the contradiction. Obi.
The name it.
No Ekofado.
I name it me
Osaka. And normal yeah. Agricultural sector. So food security, food sufficiency. Man no problem champion abaso. Also a dynamic, you know me, minister.
A great minister.
Yes. So ninga food security. Okay, how are good for oil, the impact at the abe economy no. So for us no, in the midst of difficulties no. This is the state of the nation. It is not all that bad as people said amount for Sikano. On some channel. And when here Munina no, I buy it me to a car. Osaka Sembi, or see pensioners from 31st December of last year. Obiana or no what pension biano. Almost Sika, Yatumba 15%. It is refreshing. We also know say this year. I buy salary earners. Omo Akatua from January to June, increased by 23%, and July to December 25%. So, Nina just say the government is doing well. Minya, yeah, you fear to me. Nede de bena na makoto timayo. Yaga sa yemedi your homes are. Tembo man moment to me a dang. Yet the mouth okobosia wokowa down for so wow amawa what me call bank ekodebosia sana amamotie o bumaya e do time bia man difficult baba but a bar as the leader no of the country no or the head of the household no adwembe na owo obetibi e dey resolve and manage situation no that's most important obra yeboy nothing is going to be rosy o. So, rough roads there, ever. But at the end, you know, how do you resolve the rough roads? A money kumi, maybe inflation. Yeah, Jekufo, onya to me, 2001. Now inflation, about 40.5%. Office, you know, or about 18%. So okay. John Mills at the bar single digits. Mama able to take over no. Okono about 15.4%. Nakufado ebaye it mean 7.9 as late as 2022 or so no. Now inflation is 7.9%. And a core year could do 54%. As we speak, it's about 23.5%. Aba. We are hoping to beside the Aba form. One channel. Maybe na meet now can interest rate. Also interest rate no. A monetary policy you are aware.
Sure.
What they check inflation maybe na. And you know any static all the time. A bit vary based on the condition of the country. Open say we reduce money supply in the system. I will check inflation now. On hike interest rate. Yeah, tell me to me. Interest rate no it may by former to about 13%. Maybe. But because of Bank of Ghana, almost the inflation targeting because of the net cost war, and I'm the mind inflation rate there. No, am I interest rate there? So, it's inflation area buffer. You expect sales better and before. And I could find the or me who the banking sector, or me who the manufacturing sector, the agri sector, education. He spoke about education. Or Kasa about free senior high school. And TVET and me say and I ask me name it there or see first in high school no we can talk about how to improve it. We don't condemn it. How do we improve it? Obi me child there was man 18 No, this boy, they are mechanism.
No, all the one knows
no problem about that. Yes. If I know Thomas Meno, me now a bang. Ofi Adumtia and the Nantiba school. If you're light in your, but those times no. Boy, it need beside me question. Couple now me to say question no. I know a thing. I call her on show TV. What need beside me question about Russia. So no, me imagine say that should be an opportunity. Me support to Aquano. And now me call University of Cape Coast. I couldn't. The more buchino, or we school went me on to us. And I say. Was driving. So what I could do for him was to give him money to get to go to driving school all the new allowances. It's not or Chicago or Boise. Me buy NAB no, and I'm going to buy NAB. He's driving there now G-Tech. Neba girl. And I'm a nyanje neba girl. Me watch motor from 2. Because of free senior high school. And this Thomas Meno me catch us said those times me now money was again or show me letter crata. Now me with dia. Are far better than some of the scripts are not market but is junior high school and on opportunity park senior high school and Thomas Meno and Kobaye one of the best in any choosing discipline of field so on but they say the banner any opportunity of free senior high school to nana for those intervention and I know say the banner a bit the neighbor point man no the back and bit my then Wesley girls, first no, not almost 400 students. 400. Now, no, because you do double track and other interventions, no, they could do 800. They double their intake. And to be on ma, anka oni akonya or te kwebia se or dumto ma 18 only opportunity no. But because of free senior high school and a double track na buy no, when yes opportunity ako school bia anka one son dieda so on the record. So and meantime, and me say, free senior high school any difficulties. Before free senior high school, our school system has had challenges over the years. Now free senior high school couple in your company, not chalk couple at times now you neska and front of chalk and some schools be. Free grants are training colleges cannot encore. The issues are there, but the question is, with the gains of free senior high school, no. Say what challenges are, how do we resolve the challenges? We don't throw it away. That was the point that the president was making, say we must look at how to improve it. Because a dear a boy, especially among vulnerable, like Thomas Meno.
Very well.
And
Honorable Medase, Messiah so about who be my maintain no bina on the president. About to meet here, president, and
sure.
Ojemre Tieno.
Tieni na kusitre.
Bibi womu impressive about what you heard.
Okay. Medase. Penifo se sankofa yenchi. I say senia ya shasi ntiezi mebaha cheka credit. Mentimi enya kwenya entia etiefo ene mpanyifo a menyomo esia ewa hase na men sanso entia Alan John Kwajocha Martin osha president speech ni na the fantastic worker honorable as Minister of Trade and Industry and I think 3 major things a president can once more a year directly Alan Martin impact as minister. 1D 1F. Sanso can about after.
Yes.
And the guided trade initiative Ghana can 7 nations and then specifically vehicle assembly. As a president carry fee component manufacturing. I also can also can well. And but Ocean Nana generally, a president Kenya no. I just made a reference quickly to last 2024 budget. In the budget no. In 2023, just 1 year without Alan Martin, industry contracted negative 2.2. As at the time, Honorable Efri Hono, it was growing at 1.9%.
Industry.
Within the time, no, 1 year power ni hono, a contracted into the negative 2.2, and that say at every point in time, no, the individual spearhead any particular initiative are implementing is the most important. most important. You can have a collective. There say be honorable honor but say ultimately nim dear and in subai a champion yenya all the growth we had no. Just 1 year of his absence. Negative.
Contraction abba
into the negative 2.2. You know, reference the highlights of the 2024 budget statement kind of parliament. But generally now I was uninspired.
About what you heard?
Generally it was unimpressive. Generally Osha Mebunua, the Hiam Mebunu Pano, yes, state of the nation, but presently no. Honorable Aka say about the employment rate in terms of some sectors, any gains but on the whole, I wanted to hear some president catch me say Mijitum say as far as unemployment concerned, a na afia ye wumui nakakra kan sana mekono sei ena me ya afa ho yantesa na wambo unemployment so na sebio de hia mabunu pa no untimi kan ye state of the nation a nation be are two things, economy and governance. Mante corruption asem ba ya ye nyina ye nim kwan a senia edi enya e wo man mu na o share the past 4 years we have plateaued. Corruption perception index a plateau. And until the president Mianka Juana, admission of failure in that aspect. And I just say, sanitary. Say, when Timian Bosso Crampo, Anka so say netia nemo no, say ni say na mede to Tokomu, I befaso, asosano. When Timins when see corruption and no quaya untimin develop it. Until here ne a hutra. Ghana for nyina ye komu as our state ni sisia no because of the president the entire government failure to fight corruption. Now we very heavily linked to a lot of also economically. Okay, President Amboso, how our local capital literally non-existent because of domestic debt exchange program or local capital ni ho. I mean, need this baby I was here no. In the Fourth Republic, abako sem ye drew order. And also no say roads near the Okika no. The old order of borrow and build and one obey. Yes, and one obey. Now borrow no. Osha there is a positive correlation between rate of borrowing and corruption. The rate of borrowing and the corruption. Correlation here very high. I didn't make us. Many a times, no say no Ghana for particularly middle class na kakra na omonjuma de omun lusu ye no. Unlike bankers na de omun lusu omonjuma ni we no. Omo very attached to public expenditure. Omo pese omo follow, omo bisa questions, get fund de kon hen ni ade. Esan say eto no mutua no akosoro. Ye increase ni bebre. Na ekoba no borrowed funds na a little distant. Inti any shedenti mean ko papa to say internally generated funds no. Enti bo se na public officials no. Omudo musabum misappropriation ni ade na si bebre ayakwaso. Enu nti na hu hia say yebetimi aye nhyehyeye te say the honorable Antramateka on the plan no mu no. Ye be call off borrowing. Inti the smart plan say you use private capital. Na yemfa no build infrastructure. Na build own operate and transfer no. It is the way to go. It is the way to go. Now when we no we're missing. Osha Galam say ya president ka say ye denua. Na udenua na ubugu no. Na ye usku free because 90. Yes. But when Timikra mbo Galam say mante word nimpo. And also another admission of failure. No go back. Our president, never so me tembia meka 2013, ebesi 2016 ending na Galam say I can ho di according where your politics me near dem. From 2017 be pemone. Ase akosuru mu. Say yen so ni we na o state of Ghana si here. Any the rate at which a yen so ni your forest. I mean, this is the first time. Me new record be as a previous time. Say forest reserve.
Asempa FM.
Minya enye baby akeko forest reserve. An institution of state. It me license in the name of prospecting. I didn't in a year reserve. Say, you see a high year to hold because the won't hear ebi an ecological value be and other value be a year to hold. Abo home buying. I employ forestry officers. So mon share say chainsaw operators in Kosim, miners in Kosina, I don't know. Yet me my license say Konako prospecting. And no crown ponu do my license no. And in your koji license ni na no see I can cream one and some de fiase. President Ambosoda into share the absence of critical issues way at least 4 beer case really met me a boss no. As a president admitted say as far as unemployment is concerned, corruption is concerned, galamsey is concerned, and weak local domestic capital is concerned, no, we're failing. Now, so, Sebio, want me make us a Ghana for a failure, but Ocean Papa Mupa leadership. One of the things that require our prophet can want them honesty and integrity in service. In Tinanka, me pesa President Bekatre and say, oh, Ghana for men susunisa. And yes, I may ye say me ye. Now so the acquisition a honey hade, ye intimi so no, engine suns winning for your money so. Intimisremo, Monfan cheme. Namra key, Mabo Modi I shall say, then I meet me a yafa and sana about to another sona, my bedi tree, your beba, the Ghana full be pound or bebano, with me, Ababa ye, the only bit me at the abo my Ghana. Mijidi says anka or ye bibi say ya. E kan sa se ya anka Ghana fo benya reshimu kakra but bibi sa ensi nemu bibi a ensem fata the high office of president brain be fen say snide name calling any commentary bia ensem fata say on the obi ani say ono monsa you know. No, there's everything wrong about that. You know, and you're very unpresidential, so be Samia.
But the deputy information minister said there was a comment from the floor.
Assuming without admitting.
Yeah, that's what the deputy information minister designate said.
What she said?
Obi can from the floor say ade o manpanyi aboana. And on penny can say no obi any so
MPs meaning the wahe.
I don't know if Moti bibi say.
But assuming without admitting.
Who can say that?
Say sa netia krasi obi ka bi sana aso penyi as manpanyi. Minjin di say fata. Se ubuano.
Even when so big as the wabuana, what's wrong in saying I mean obi anim say normal call.
You become the bigger person. Senya yekin. Na nipa ne kan de yanti o. Dia wa ugina microphone anu a wo kasa wo kan ye no. Eno ne yete ye. Nti enye nchirichimu eba MPs mienu wa akrantimi corroborate. Their minister designate. Kana. Untimi ehu ne sa. Enu sira medin say enu bisa no because baby ayegina sisi anu bi. Eye very critical. Na security asem obo so me de pa say obo boko asem no obo so because the last mete I stand to be corrected to say nipa be almost a ha and lose one life and ye easy now shenso a na very connected to say weapons na do mu use no insecurity in Burkina Faso nti president you be a ECOWAS so di mu akoten pa impanyifo ni bi
yes
nti sa eho the general insecurity in ECOWAS any the impact on baby to say boko any conflict na ekoso ni say no ti na me expect say met more details on it from a president kwanya offer so crowd to ensure say en exacerbate say en kunko nanim any adin but no mante but say otimi boss say boko dey si no and send fatane edenu no at least no me bona baso but nanka e see etimo me ba no na metie na mete say honorable fati me and my sister me na na olego no me JCR vice president pa minim ne pa no obisa about whole airport ano ka say feasibility studies and shut down koso and it's 20 and shut down but no yeah one of the aspects of our politics are between amanyo between parties me no
yes
omumbo modern wo ho SSC mesesa yamfa ne say no kre feasibility studies and koso ne ade na yesiesi ho obae no baby the state anet kra what was am ye wie Inti si ana airport ni si hono. Then say aban ye. Voltage one of the most important regions about tourism.
But what can government do if private sector players or local aviation are not interested to go there? What would the government do?
Investors respond to policy.
Okay.
And until honorable Atrematin the policy attract international vehicle brands. Mobile ya assemble cars waha. Inti na they are expecting say aban the policy but at least on the local tourism in the space to develop it such that private investors will come in. Sabani kre nisko no ade beya. Na no stimulate demand in freight services. Na etimia utilize airport na eden. Esi hono. We anebe lead to transformation na alanchamatin eka ho asem no. Ba se we no mu nyina ntimia nsisi. Wetimi akọ wakwesi tamale. Akwesi kumase na adio but eno so den esi wo ho. Adenti anentimi because abamu osem enye either or eye both end. Esopa ese otimi so so
African World announce say flights beko
and
they stopped
profitable onko.
What policy can government put in place for a place like the whole airport, for example? Africa World
government etimi identify even just 5 tourism sites wo ho.
Yes.
Now or yet deliberate development of the site. They say Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, unprecedented number of visitors. Inti investment no unestimulated our growth no. Inti obi ana owa he nyina onko Mausoleum wako. Ebe ma nipa bebre both domestic and international. Ebe pese omo beko ho akohwe sa tourism sites ni we na wo ho no. Eno no betimi am the demand in flight or airline services aba. Inti the okoya anye profitable nti ojaye no. Obesa initiative biom. Me gidi say enunti na vice president. Ekoka wo Cape Coast Central Region BC Airport. Na ncheche mu ba ye no. Me kai Yofi Grand GIPC boss. Ono kra de toto ho say oko Asian Tigers ni we na. Domestic flight is booming because of tourism industry. Na because of tourism potential what Central Region no. Eno na ma the idea of building an airport na den. Na say airport ni ho kra now doing say because of domestic tourism potential nti say ukosibia na dia yesi awie eno na to osima abana for policy and change place and attract first investment be stimulate demand and growth no sansem we nyina no keka bomu a na ekosisen ekosi say NPP ni NDC omomboa oman sa piecemeal growth any the hyper politicization of projects, hyper politicization of development, any inchichemunim papemua ewo kwanya amofaso de ya manyo semnitina SSA Ghana for in 2024 ye their ebinsi da na ye to abama ankrankre aye independent candidate at least ono no wetimi acha so far so kita plan se me kita plan Ghana no se mo de shemensa a kwan way na mefa so wasanso committee no ho say before 2024 election no obe tro Ghana budget 2025 budget na odi bebu o man say Ghana for to mana obetro no dia presenting na Ghana kwan obefa so generate revenue any baby obe spend no afa yes because afiwe aba no 3 in sema AC da ana obi apeso ye for the first time your former president person besan be president bio
yes
for the first time your yenua muslim ni our person be the president be nsi ya aba no say muda for the first time on so no your independent candidate or your colossal figure in Ghanaian politics our trend indicate say or you very serious Ghana for agina to no so person den or be president inti abana ye kwakoto this time round no except discussion discourse ni we no
for the first time aban also so company man do replicate
asani de yaban bi ani so
oh my yes nti o mo bi that's what I'm saying miss
that's 2016 honorable na mo sumu person break it and then break it
that be amplification no about major project
no
can we say breaking it it's just pretty much
and we are the election of the unprecedented yeah ebinsi da and nyina ye person den yeah because of enunti no ba no Ghana for ti omo ati say honorable land eko edwem any mammy Jody Fum Codin Comono, Bana ko high. The politics as usual, no, and yet Jumabium. Aha, anything I hear movement for change. Ah, ye leader ya lunch Martin, leader no who Kikawa, leader watch say or no the nim dear, I the teacher of my money, you know, or bino, ya body nechi. Because we have not be an engagement, the oye biano, a ye plan. I'll be fast with their time Ghana, a sea hono, I don't know kita. Mesre, o platform, a platform Cassia pa na ne other contenders. Amon soon trauma plan. I'm form a plan embra. Na yamfa plan me ensani na to Ghana for him.
Na say Baumia in his speech, President Mahama so more a launch 60-point policy proposals or they baby man na wonhui.
Sebio say there be yaka planner. Beyond just mere policy proposals.
Oh, I see.
Beyond one sector, one area. How did we so I had the me ba say na me ye. It share great transformational plan now.
It's a policy.
15 pillars that covers every aspect of Ghana. That is in 6 clusters. Economy, governance, social services, your friend is saying environment and natural resource management. Now what science so about friend is saying constitutional reform.
Yes.
As a major
cluster
because Yamano Sima ya Ghana Hanina no sha constitution and a governing na. Nyama bibra ACC Ghana focus NCM fatano. The logical outworking of the constitution. Kakra minim any constitution kakra makan no sha a heavily political constitution but very less on development. Inti emra so say ye betuni afan tuni constitution no to make it development oriented. And no now obey no so no say utimi shemu can at least na achieve 2 things. Balance obey. Checks and balances and proper accountability.
But interestingly, Mahama has spoken about constitutional review. Baumia has also spoken about
the can review. Review is limited. The can hear reform.
Semantics.
Because any semantics, well, you can't review, amendment, reform. A be different. I say kill, murder, assassinate.
And the reform by
no trace there will be loss of life, but the form of it is different. Reform, they say, is virtually like crafting a whole new constitution. Major.
And you think that will be necessary?
It is absolutely necessary going forward.
Very
well. Now, Honorable Lantre Martin, a committee no who to sa process no because one yes na say there is no proper checks and balance and accountability measures corruption will continue to happen.
Mame Nasi no be Ekosiisen so high asempa FM honorable mesan about as we begin to wrap up na simabe numi yemfa any other business names.
So just a quick one. I'm saying because I know me and I respect me a lot.
Yeah.
As a parliament here in the presentation as a first time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very articulate. Intellectually very strong.
So lecturer, once a lecturer, always a lecturer.
Exactly. Now said you who says be analytical.
Yeah.
Number it is not my day yaba. My reference it was some budget statement. You can't Google out and a paragraph by paragraph. Page by page, near Monsac internal information I work ministry on. And anyway, and you're authentic on the parliament. Because what parliament
the ministry, the document, because I've seen a document for the ministry, a route or my construct.
Yes.
You are saying, sir, until it comes to the House of Record.
We challenge yes.
And you validate.
Exactly. Omankasa kind. Sir, it is not validated. It must be validated by the engineers. And validation is these are intellectuals. So the people all but 2 parliament having. And just one few years as I speak to them by this is what I've done. Now, Masters have create opportunity. Now, share. Now we see
a bigger platform, with a bigger forum,
which
all stakeholders present.
Which is very necessary. Yeah. Now, then say, Obi, say, state of nation address President Bekan, basically economy. Minute, who's no pain, no Casa, be a jitum, say, which be every coast, on more inflation. In no matter, Minasa, and Mose, you won't answer the same. Among inflation and the exchange rate. Now, the corruption. I'm saying, say one man na so we di for a gym kra hwe Ivory Coast hela omo everyone inflation no near you know 3.7%. Burkina Faso France for Germany 2.7%. Togo 2.0%. Enti omo mo twa hia no aran different world na adiko na kufa do come
also monetary policy management
at the same thing
a bit different.
Masa, don't be deceived.
No, but that's true.
But I'm challenging it. Don't be deceived. We are in a global world.
I understand.
But I'm refusing
central bank.
I am refusing to take at the end of the day. So we can say there's so many ways to kill a cat. Yes. And also a cat in the woo. So that is what they swim Boa. And also be go. Obo starts in minimum man go. So we different type of relationship but what go. The person say, "Ma say a bad argument because we brave. This government has failed. No, because I can't go over 600 billion Ghana cedis. So the economy is in shambles. It means because go to maybe no simple thing. Me no can say a cedi to the dollar is 13 cedis. Ayatete.
President Simon Faso boni nyina mo no waje atum the backstops.
1 2 nja no gronkro ebu besa. Wo to nja no gronkro da. What? We be un gronkro. Ewa konkro no say wana kasa ni bitashem ekwa no ne ko one ne ba humia want to nya konkro that's what you're saying ntu ekwa akọ no one ma me no it's say ewa on tu nya no konkro adan constitution so ma ncheche bia so one vice president na ya de yeto abade mo intermediate minim say obi 13 cedis to a dollar and no in a translated to a baby 12.55. On my 12%.
12 CDs.
What's that?
We're checking out 12.55.
I thought approximately 30%. It's a problem only. Where? So it's 30%. Now, the president was honest. I'll say, or I know 54%. Last year, not about 12%. But that they need free 12% to 2017, 2017, and this is the job. No, whom or the member bonity or 54%. It means that. In the history of the Fourth Republic, 54%. I come around, but he was honest. Now, just say be a baby. So, or Babekwe. Corruption at 6 and 10 years. So, I think that honesty, and I'm happy with that. Say, I have 54% like Ufado. Or the 12% at that time, President Mama, if you are BEM, the city around 3.2 or 3.9, 3.8. President Mama.
It's a cedi to dollar.
Yes, I think 3.9%.
No, almost 4 cedis.
It was 3.9.
Call it 4 cedis. Call it 4 cedis. It's 10 cedis now. That's what stabilized. What is what can it has stabilized?
Was it relative stability?
Oh, Mama, you found Masa. And I just say, Putogum Hugum, Nina, the system. Now, I am your passer. Obe quiet. Tanakuna Breso, COVID Abba, Oyaba, at Toronto, Yabada. When you
Benya no suntina.
Me say,
muso say blame COVID.
Na Breso. Na say I ba President Mama na be buy.
COVID bagana.
Say I buy Ebola. It's about a
pandemic.
Masa, no endemic. No.
Endogenic.
And snow, now Kwabraba. Let's be honest with ourselves. The system, since the dooms are bay, don't decorate. Now, I don't know when you honestly speaking. The president was honest. Say Yamana say, I 54%. But if you're very humble at the no 54%. She said yeah, stabilize, I 34%. And you put west in the south region. Togo, Burkina Faso, they are all the same. So no mammo it's basic and simple. Until say I can't who's an American projects being counted. But I think my brother also agreed with me. Say issues relating to corruption, very critical. Issues relating to some environmental challenges that I'm saying very critical. Unemployment. Me quite didn't hear me power. See me look at music education. How many textbooks for the past 5 years? Education was sales and so forth. That's good. But the basic issue is that young Kuala textbook for the past 5 years. How many textbooks? When you pa na yamba no so was a affirmative action bill. And no about na go for 1.7 was a yamba no pa. I think was 1 so I think basically it's a total failure. No bending. Or konfanko e wa ontu njan konfan fa ba mi yanko.
Ne ba o mi anyina nko.
President no ba bebre. Can you mass all this problem? Mam no ba bebre ba say anyina. Me dey ha me mpon no. Yankopon kan ho. Yankopon do ma ho. O ma na hoden. O ma ne yansa na bebre be we die.
Obi.
Yeah, Prof.
Issue of corruption on Mukamasi.
Yes.
Namika said, Anakufado. In fact, on to me address it, you're two compono. Time now spend about 12 hours compono. If you said time to compo a chamber on, if you say what. So, on to me can't assume be now corruption issue in this government. Corruption I did 2 years so. Nina no were investigated, including Alan Kodo chairman thing, catch for seats. It
was investigated.
Yes. Almost investigator Nina no. One the bonus bo, including Alan. Yes, catch for seats. Meba. I say Alan yeah because me Alan me target. Me target me.
Target NDC.
Yes.
The me and I NDC.
NDC.
Not my person.
And not person. So by some of our or say under Alan as trade minister, industry sector, Ninya Debiana also. It's not true. I have the data here. I make up in channel.
Okay.
2017 industry it grew by 15.6%.
Okay.
2018 about 10.5. 2019 6.4. 2020 negative 2.5. 2021 negative 0.8. 2022 and 1.8. So who say from 2017 industry was coming down. So okay say the time industry answering here that is not correct. Per the facts I have from the budget.
Okay.
And but you see, now borrow Obi, why economist are?
SS.
Yes, but from the basic economists.
Sure.
But Obi, no government can run without borrowing. A part of fiscal measures. Mebao. A part of fiscal measures. Mebana.
Yes.
Borrow and I say obey resident taxes. Mebana.
Yes.
That's it. So me say the operation of government is similar to individuals and businesses. Obobosia. Now they solve a problem. Mebana. And Obobosia to expand. Okache me say obey minimize borrowing. I agree with you. That makes sense. But at the point in time now, you need to, and especially with the nature of our economy.
Reckless borrowing.
Yes. So with the nature of our economy, no.
Yes.
What to me can't say economy are import driven. I feel now all build economy no to have import substitution factories and industries no. You need it on now. US, Germany, the advanced countries. But they still borrow. I'm happy about this Cote d'Ivoire as a example. No?
Yes.
Meanwhile, go and check historically the francophone countries, almost inflation rates, tembiane low.
Yeah.
I checked it before. Tembiane low because of how their system is. What can I say? You call IMF, and this is the first year I say Cote d'Ivoire for among Kobe. And tell them so then on so call it. On the channel. So that no me say no more examples no more say yes say cover the higher there Cote d'Ivoire for man call yeah ni akọ and need 2-3 months on almost yeah then almost call it. So that's it. But bottom line minya na Akufo-Addo wa me hu the cost of man. We agree say Abba because of external factors and as some internal ones as well. But in the midst of this, no, the economy is not run down. At least Obi Yeti workers almost come Makatua. Oko Pomsa. It may be 2014. Now you could lie. Come on, my Tommy Cabo from a car when that took me. Now Bantuma, me your Cosalan, bear 1 month and the top fuel and a gas. 2014, but it is not there.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, it happened. Yes, across the country. Go and check. Go and check, senior. Senior, no crap. So, yes.
It's not true. I won't
allow
senior,
Obi, you say check.
For
2014.
For gas.
And fuel.
Yes, but fuel.
No. Obi, me say, ene, me so you be a check.
No, I can't check. I know for gas. Gas, the attack credit.
I remember.
Me say, for fuel.
Me say,
fuel.
So for us, no dear.
Yes.
And now Kufado, on their man penny, or say the bags stops with him. What does it? Dr. Bamia, me say mopeo.
I want to
me say mopeo. Semum peo na kopon ya doma December 7 Ghana for they rely on his vision. Said those sit here na ho brasie na dwumu a edo na ho fama odema oman no me say Obi me say me tell am catch you
sure
said ye contest no internal contest no
yes
me catch say it was only the death of Lazarus and they preventing him from winning and I was emphatic. Me I've been convinced from day one
that he will be president of this country
since 2020. He said Dr. Bamia, he will win the election by the grace of God.
2024.
I'm telling you, it will never miss. Me say, hey, why first history? The first history now, Bamia, you know.
Yes.
And they say, oh yeah, a Muslim major political party, you know,
as flag bearer.
That is the first history. The second history will be, say, the first Muslim
to become president.
Ghana probation and Munyam. Now be your man penny.
The mate.
Na or your effective mates. Or your efficient mates. Or your dynamic mates. Or your visionary mates. Or your mates. But your mate no mate too. Bamia's kind of mate no. Are far better than Mohammed's kind of mate. Because Bamia's kind of mate no. We can bit my catch you mate no the wire Eddie Abua the driver several of them the drone delivery system the digitization agenda are Ekosiisen near the the gold for oil policy I the buy lot of things are mate we wire wabwa the driver no by me meter or T-boat until Chobo or a meter or bois the driver.
But fuel shortage we know production are sending me links to stories 2014 where graphic online January 14th 2014 fuel shortage hits part of Accra. As a part of Accra have been hit by fuel shortage, the NPA has confirmed. The NPA explained that the situation was the result of the 5 storage depots in Tema not working full time during the Christmas holidays and the late arrival of vessels carrying refined fuel. Also speaking to the Daily Graphic, the PRO of the NPA, Mr. Yaro Kasambata, said the vessels did not arrive at the stipulated time because they were hindered by bad weather. Notwithstanding the situation, the PRO indicated the issue was not as serious as was being portrayed in certain quarters. There's some confirmations.
Wait, the one boy Miss I must check it April. Let's a bit twice no because we're general. Maybe April. April. But till it's no make us say Minya Bamia kind of mates no there. Say mate we pa na only chemi pa dia. And me bombing some there ama because or your mate or ye unique meta oman opportunity na menya obe shine na be dem nsem eba wie no menya ka sem boko issue no na ko fado kan wasam o ka say o ma tax force
yes
handle an issue no so and hoping say and now if you can no sanka say say national communication authority also Ekosiisen down for FMCs are more creative also hate speech. We must all be careful. Say young can sema ebe heighten
tension
ɛwɔ hɔnom so nti me nua ɔno ka ho asɛm kyɛm Akufo-Addo ontimi nka biribiara ɛwɔ mu so but me feel say enoma wo hia say you know yɛka no I hope say ebi so a anka adwe no baya anka obey include ne nya so space of time.
Very well.
Space of time.
Very well. Honorable me that say Nobi me pacho sorry.
Yes. Let me say Prof I can statement be or say me can but because the platform here platform of record. Yes. Man kase tama honorable hono development the growth in industry. Did not experience a dip. In fact, figures no record am no if the budget statement 2024 budget highlights no eno ne me source.
Okay.
It is a budget statement highlight ne boa me boa. And me source. And figures
also give me example
figures are any their prof in the notebook.
No, the budget. No, these are for the budget.
But no, I think it's something we can verify. OOT 2024 budget.
2024 budget highlights.
The figure you gave for 20 time and Island Free Office.
Free Office January 5th 2023.
2023. And you gave figure for 2022.
Yeah. The ending 2022
sure
was 1.9.
And now 2022 figure by now
2022 1.8.
1.8 1.8.
So
then and America say ending 2023. Was negative 2.2.
And he has the same figure. But what I think he tried to establish, they say, even before the 2022 figure, no, we were experiencing
coming down. They
were dipping. And it's because 2022 beginning was 0.9. 2021 was negative 0.5.
Okay.
2020 was 15.6.
2020 no,
was not a progressive decline.
2.5 is here.
Debut, Obi,
we'll verify, don't worry.
I
took it from the budget.
Now, so we are moving in the same.
Statement.
No, I get you.
Obi, where you debate on the floor. The fact is that what you said was factually inaccurate. Because I'm telling you, say,
but Doc,
before the time he left, there were dips. Very well. I mean, we don't have to belabor it. Nobi, me patcho me into you, right? Remember,
now, Obi,
Mr. Nobi,
sir, 2024 we were home. Appetite, akono, any hope for excuses and shifting of responsibilities. 2024 about way, akono ni. Excuses mo akono ni wokra adentina meka sa President Akufo-Addo ene na be de chial Alhaji Bawumia before leading to election 2016 President catch Ghana nyina say ono oye lawyer
yes
na amanyosem na oye no governance anonym economy and these are the two aspects of government economy ni de onim enunti ne wapa aba Afre Alhaji Bawumia say ono anome na be di na everything that's got to do the economy no ono
enye
true to that yep obo aban 2019 Jubilee House the last meet the press school ni bi owo ho bisa ne say Mr President adenti na wo power Alhaji Bawumia asorani mate ana president catch school ni say or the Alhaji Bawumia ni tri na adwini ni nyansa and they running the economy of Ghana into some one into no power fast forward former senior minister Osafumafo catch Ghana nyina say yen sorry mbo say embo yen semuma Alhaji Bawumia for the sterling leadership of the economic management team.
Yes,
into generally everything that's got to do with the economy under this current administration it's been Alhaji Bawumia. True to that bibia koye say inflation koye ni bibia ono anoje credit no me gidi say the oje credit no no so gi blame sankoye
a president say monfa blame ni na
the president part say and someone na oka before obedi president any bra obedi president ni ano opa say yentontwene
it can't be like that.
Sir, contradiction.
They are only advisory.
Now, time all kinds of natural school. Nino Bisa no question 2019. You know, some advisory. yentimi engine to musa okay enu nti na make say sa excuses ne taxes no appetite enim but ye kan nyina no whether as driver
or as
co-driver
spare
driver nyina failure is failure. Failure has one color. It doesn't matter the way any state are answer na failure ne buy. Failure is failure.
There are no degrees.
There be. Enuntina obiti say former President Mahama on your option.
Former President Mahama yeah option.
On your option because facts natural say whether a NPP, NDC under President Mahama or NPP destination IMF.
Omunyina fail.
Enye Holland. Enye sa IMF destination ho. Ana Ghana for eden. Epe. Enunti na fiwe 2024 election Ghana for AC omobo se omobe sesem ama Ghana atam ne ntumapa efra in Alan John Kwadwo Chematen opanyi a sebi owonim de na nkekanwa eni ne ho medase
I want to hear Alan. Oh, Chema, that's name. Yeah, that's name. Etunya ni say no.
Oni ni na na.
Eni na ko.
Ini na na ba o mi anko.
Of course, obi nwa.
Yeah, Alan is minister there. They be I be kan ho asem.
Oh, and they say they do better.
Me can invite wa ha. Okay. And the record is there on journey from who that because of your there. In fact, Osha president statement no here. As Osha team ni nyina the kudos of this team.
Hey
Alan.
Only Tio asema ono kano say emfa say befa. Akufado so eka say Oye group on a leader.
Yes.
And you know any achievement of yours no or no achievement. So you must also say Alan so achievement Yakuba does achievement.
And Alhaji Bam na failure ye ni failure. Inti ye hwe mu mienu no. Alan o say Alhaji failure ye failure. Akuba na achievement.